Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Warframe Revisited video here on the channel. Now this is number 10 in the series, so we're about halfway through the main quests now, and this is another two-parter. Now this is the next truly main one in the quest line, and this one is technically straight after Second Dream. I know we did Octavia's Anthem because that is technically the end of the old war. The next one is the War Within. So it is alluded to in the Second Dream at the end. The Lotus does say about we have the War Without and the War Within. We fight on two fronts. Now, obviously, as you've just seen, it goes without saying, there are spoilers at this point. But if you're watching this video, I assume you either don't care about spoilers or you're already at this point. So before we get into the quest, we're going to re-watch the cinematic. So if we watch that together quietly now, I'll shut up to watch it.
Continuity grows near.
Hush, worm. Let the beasts do their work.
But the dreamers have awakened. They will come for us.
Yes, they will. Like the answer to a prayer.
So you heard some quite creepy music there. For the Kuva Fortress as well. So if we start up the quest.
Tenno, are you alright? Your somatics output seems high.
I just nodded off. It's nothing.
Good. Deploy a Warframe to Lua. My sentries have gone silent. We may have an intrusion.
So you know what, actually, there's one thing that I did just notice there, and that is that we still have spoilers turned off, so we need to turn those back on because, I mean, you guys want to see my Tenno, don't you? So if we turn those back on really quickly, if I can find it. For some reason I can't seem to find it. I can't find it. Ah, there it is. Creator mode. On the gameplay tab. So now you'll actually be able to see my Tenno operator when he speaks, because that's going to be very important for this quest line actually. So if we go to Lua now, we'll go and investigate the reservoir on Lua for the War Within. So for those of you who obviously haven't watched the Second Dream or can't remember, the reservoir is actually where the Tenno themselves were hidden away, where they're sleeping, where they were sleeping. And it's where their sort of power comes from. So if we go and check the reservoir, Lotus's sentries have gone silent there, so she needs us to go and investigate ASAP. So as I say, this one will again be split in half, just like the Second Dream was. So it's quite a long quest. As I say, it's a very main storyline, so...
It was here Margulis put you into the dream, tried to heal you, tried to give you the strength to tame the void within you. In a way, this is where all Tenno were born.
But we weren't born here, were we?
No. When the Zeramin was found adrift, the Orokin did everything they could to erase their mistakes. Transit recordings, personnel logs, everything was wiped out. The only thing they kept was you. detecting an unknown signature further ahead.
The only reason
Find
I
out
still
who it is
wanted
and
to
what they're
keep
doing.
spoilers turned off as well is, as you can see, the Lotus actually isn't on the screen at the moment. She's like quite glitchy and stuff. That is explained later on, but for now we'll have to just bear with.
I just saw the intruder moving fast. I think it's Teshin.
TESHIN, what is he doing here? It looks like he's heading to a reservoir. Follow him.
Well, can we go back up? No, we cannot.
Leave now. This doesn't concern you, child.
Don't call me that. What
He
are you
calls
doing?
us child. He's so rude. Screw you, Tashin. So here we are, back where it happened.
What was that?
The Queens.
Queens? The Grenier Queens? Tell me what?
I am warning you. You think you're safe behind this metal, but you're not. Not in the ways that matter here. Behind this, you're still just a child.
Stop saying that!
Follow me again, Tenno, and you will answer to my sword.
I thought the Queens were just an invention in your command. No one has ever seen them in the flesh.
I have a feeling Teshin. Can you track him?
Not what Spectre's masking him. But Tenno, we don't know anything about the Queens. Maybe TESHIN alone should.
No. Teshin is not going to tell me what I can and cannot do. I'll take out his specters so you can track him.
I have a
So,
log on his route.
For those of you that don't know as well, during update 29, which was the Heart of Deimos, I actually did record my first reactions on this quest, the first time I ever played through it. This was the first quest I actually did, so as of this one I did War Within, Chains of Harrow, Apostasy Prologue, Sacrifice, the Chimera Prologue, Error, and the Maker. But yeah, this was the first actual quest that I recorded on my channel. So if you guys want to see my first reactions to ever playing this, you can actually check those out as well. I'll probably link the first one in the description, actually. But yeah, if you guys want to go check out my first ever reaction to this, then feel free to do so. It's all up on here. I split it into about 5 shorter videos, a bit more digestible than the 2 videos that this is going to be, because these are going to be longer videos. But it's alright. It goes without saying, really, that would be the case. So arguably, I would technically class this as like the longest quest that you'd have played at this point.
Teshin is trying to mask his location from us, but I have pinpointed a suspicious signal for you to investigate.
So War Within, if we go to Jupiter, we can go track Teshin down. All in all, that's not too complex to try and do.
All my scans for Teshin have converged on this location. Find him.
Why hasn't he reached out to us? If he's pursuing the queens, we can help.
For shame. He does seem to have some connection to them. Stay on the trail. Finding the queens could give us a tactical advantage against the Grenier.
Understood.
So we're tracking Teshin to try and find the Grenier Queens. So actually, if you think about it as well, we saw literally like about a week ago in the very first video of this series, which was the Tenno's Awakening / Vor's Prize, Vor actually mentions how the Queens wanted us dead, and he also mentioned about how the Greens would be disappointed with him for the Tenno escaping. So, if we actually think about it, this isn't exactly our first encounter with the Queens because they've been mentioned before. It's just our first time actually seeing them and learning information about them.
Well done. Return to your ship. I will alert you when I've decrypted this sector's control signature. Teshin Spectre points to what should be an unpopulated asteroid field, but deep scans show the presence of a security matrix. Someone is trying to hide something. I need you to find out what. Prepare your Arcwing.
So we now head to Sedna to pursue Teshin into the asteroid field. Now, as you can see from the levels of the missions as well, 30 to 32, this is where the missions actually do start getting a little bit difficult. So, yeah, I mean, by this point, you should be a little bit, you'll be quite far in the game, you'll be on Sedna. You will be powerful, you'll have more powerful weapons, you should have some more, not just weapons, but also frames as well.
You can investigate. You need to disable the security matrix. Ordis, are you certain this is the best angle of approach?
Well, outside this corridor lie burst scanners, severe radiation, and proximity mines.
Bring your death beams.
So, yes, Ordis recommends staying within the shipping corridor. Operator, watch that transport ahead. The scanner is...
Oh, I remember this bit.
You can use that to your advantage.
You heard Ordis. Keep the transport between yourself and the beams. Do not let them touch you.
So we've got to use the ship to hide from the scanners, so that the scanners don't see us.
They're going to scan the top of the transport. Get below it.
I love how both Ordis
They still haven't seen you.
Both Ordis and the Lotus are kind of whispering here, which I find quite amusing.
You're clear.
So now I've just got to wait for the transport to come back out. And then use it as cover again.
This is the last
Oh, we had a bit of a visual glitch there.
Yes! Might I say, that was smooth, operator.
This checkpoint is the central hub of the security matrix. Shut it down so Ordis can fly you in undetected. Land at the checkpoint. They're coming for you. Don't let them report the shutdown.
So, at this point, we've just got to override the security and try to basically shut down this security checkpoint. As you can see as well, the Grineer here are actually different. So as you can see, there's a lot of security. It's almost like an entire fortress, but with a black and red colour scheme. And the name of the Grineer themselves are like Kuva Heavy Gunner, Kuva Lancer. That is because this is the first of sort of like the Kuva based missions. So I'm sure by this point, whether or not you're at this point in the story or not, you'd have probably seen Kuva, particularly in Nightwave rewards. This is a good explanation of where that Kuva comes from, I guess. If we wipe out the Grenier now, we can head through this base.
You are in the clear. Keep moving.
And go and see what we've missed.
Are you seeing this?
It must be Queen's fortress.
Are those Fomorian engines mounted on an asteroid? No wonder we've never been able to find it. It's always moving.
Excellent. I'll get out of there. We need to analyze the intel before our next move.
Negative. I'm heading in for a closer look.
There is an inexperienced distortion. I recommend you use mission and wait for TESHIN to reach out.
So, as you can see, there's lots of transference, distortion and stuff. And then we get this prompt. Boarding the Kuva Fortress will restrict mission access. Commit, yes or no.
If the base moves again, we'll
So,
lose this opportunity.
as of this point, you're now locked in. You have to complete this quest to be able to access other missions. You are locked in from this point. But we can live with that. It's honestly fine. So as you can see, we have arrived here at the Kuva Fortress. So as I said, it's like a fortress, big black and red, and it's got its own scanners with traps and everything.
Massively fortified. The Queens have to be here. I'm going to infiltrate the base. Lotus? Are you receiving me?
So you've got to try and avoid the red scanners, because they will activate like invulnerable traps and turrets, and they make everything so much more difficult. So at this point as well, it's probably worth just pointing out that the Kuva Fortress is like a maze to try and navigate. So, good luck navigating around here, but for now, we need to infiltrate the fortress itself.
Transference still hold.
And to infiltrate the core of the fortress, we're going to need to access the elevator. And for that, we need the 3 elevator keys, which is what we're now just going around grabbing from these terminals, from these little consoles. And then we can put them into the actual systems, unlock the elevator, and then head down into the actual fortress itself. And as you can hear, the music here is very intense as well.
Lotus, if you can hear me, something's tampering with the transference stream. I'm going to locate the source.
If we make our way through here, through the fortress itself. We're going to find ourselves at quite a big room. A room that is actually exclusive to this mission.
I know this place.
Yes, operator, you do.
TESHIN?
You shouldn't have come here. You have ruined us both.
Well done, TESHIN Dax.
TESHIN Dax, you're with them.
I have come as you commanded, my queens.
And this is your offering? My sister needs the orphan child, not its infested puppet.
The child? For what purpose?
To eat it, of course.
Hushworm. Do not question your lords, TESHIN Dax. Bring me the orphan. Bring me my Yuvan.
Enough!
How rude.
Oh, it's not their fault, worm. Mummy and Daddy weren't around long enough to teach.
She's so rude.
We will have to.
Ordis? What is this?
Transference surge, operator. You're losing your Warframe connection.
You have some idea that you're invincible, don't you? Nestled away
No.
in that Cephalon's crib. But you belong to me now. For you see, child, we conceived of these ugly metal cysts.
Operator, cut the link.
I can't.
I love the cinematics of this.
You your precious gifts. And now, just as easily, we take them all away.
Cut the link. Transference overload in 5, 4, 3.
I absolutely love the cinematics of this quest. And the loading screen as well. There's an exclusive loading screen for this quest. Look at that. It's such a good loading screen. But honestly, yeah, this quest is so good. The cinematics of it and everything, it's just so beautiful.
Great job, Ordis. Ship Cephalon? More like ship Failbot. When the operator needed you most,
Ordis,
you...
enough.
Operator? My stars! Don't do that to me. I am sorry. I do not know what happened. Please, command me to self-destruct. Let me start it for you. Commencing self-destruct in 5.
Wow, Ordis.
Stop. What's with the music?
Isn't it
Get the transference power back on, okay? I lost my Warframe.
I've been trying. You may need to do your, Tenno thing again.
So we need to
Re-energize it.
repower the
You know,
somatic
with your
link.
void
That's simple
stuff.
enough to do. Except for...
I can't. It's gone.
What? Gone? Are you sure? How will you command the Warframes if you're...
Conditions satisfied. Engaging purge preset.
Purge? Purge what? Ordis, what the hell?
You no longer possess transference. You no longer command the Warframes. You no longer are the operator. You must be purged from this vessel.
Non-operator, I'm sorry to inconvenience you, but I'm going to decompress the ship. Operator, Ordis cannot keep missing like this. Get out of here.
No, Ordis.
Purge you. You are not the operator. You will be purged.
No, Ordis. Let us through.
Non-operator.
Ordis. Oh. So Ordis managed to eject us through like the landing craft, and we now end up on a very, very special quest. This is the mountain pass. An arguably Orokin quest. Very windy up here. I know I wouldn't want to walk up here. Whoa, we lost half the path right there. The wind actually is pushing us as well. Which is really annoying. Arguably, it's never really confirmed where this mountain actually is, other than that it's on Earth. So, presumably this could be Mount Everest, but it's never actually stated. So we made our way up the pass and into a cave. There's a fireplace up there. That's fire. That's not good. Damn.
Yes, do it.
Did you see the grin on Teshin's face?
As I thought. The hard way, then.
So, the great Teshin is just a dog, fetching the queen sick wherever she throws it.
I warned you. Now you're trapped inside this place with the queens burrowing in. Now I am forced to undo what Margulis did, to open the gates and make you suffer.
So we're now sort of trapped here, so we have to follow the path around.
Margulis lied to you. A lie of omission. She did not cure the Zariman children. She erased them. My only hope is that truth still lingers inside you, buried within your mind. The power and the misery of the void.
So, with that in mind, that's where I'm going to end the first part of the War Within. We're about halfway through the quest, so we're going to just end this one here and we'll start it up again in the second one. But yeah, we've now got to go through the mountain pass to undo what Margulis did, where she hid our memories. So with that in mind, guys, I hope you found this video informative, enjoyable and fun to watch, as I'm finding them fun to make. And I'll see you all tomorrow for the second half.